It's actually been a minute since I've done one of these. As you can see, background has changed a little bit, and we've made tremendous progress to help more and more local business owners scale. And I want to give you guys some insights as to what projects we're working on, specifically beyond just what you see on social media. It's more of a behind the scenes, how we're helping people, honest, like how we can help people better, what we've messed up on, what we know to do better moving forward, as well as in my business, kind of how that has all developed over the last kind of 2-3 years that I really started doing this. So to give you guys some context, like 3 years ago, I went to a mastermind in Costa Rica, which I've spent all my money on. I had like 10 grand to my name. I spent like 7 grand to get into the group and another 3 grand on travel to go there. And then I spent the next 4 days or 5 days in a house with developed business owners that were way ahead of me. And this has been a consistent trend in my journey in terms of prioritizing the rooms that I get in. And if there's one piece of advice that I could tell you guys is, if you invest in a group, it's more about the people that you meet rather than the information from the group. If you go into one of these like course coaching type of deals, what I consider the program that I run for local people, that not necessarily, we have to be more hands-on. I understand who I'm working with, but I spent all my money on that trip, and the people that I met there really opened my eyes to the world of ads and what's possible, helping people out, learning it, making it a skill, and then delivering it as a service to local businesses. And that's really what started it all. Like before, I was doing AI build outs for fitness coaches. I was doing some video stuff for realtors. But this mastermind that I spent all my money on, I put all my chips down on the table. That's really what made a big pivot in my life and was like, I'm going to go down this direction. For context, what I had lined up for me was basically a full ride to University of Florida. I swam in high school, did pretty well towards the end in my senior year. Had a full ride to the University of Florida, prestigious university, for computer engineering. So STEM focused, numbers focused type of guy. And that was going to be my focus. That's what I was aligned to do. But it turns out, above, God had better plans for me, and I'm very grateful for that. It's an uncertain path, as any entrepreneur would be going through, but that's kind of how we all started out. And moving forward, I got my first client, second, third, fourth, and then from there it was just kind of a snowball effect, because you work with one person. Obviously, I wasn't charging as much as I am now. I was being a lot more reasonable for the skill set and the predictability and the success rate that I brought to the table. And it was a process of trial and error and experimentation. And I would say right around my 10th person, I kind of figured out a methodology, a system to consistently get results for local business owners. And that's when I really made the shift from just helping local businesses in Chicago to ones nationwide, which at that point in my life, I invested another 10 grand plus into more mentorship and coaching, and probably another 10 grand between traveling around the world from the legends that I met over in Costa Rica that became my very close friends, very successful in business, in sales, in their own businesses, their own investments, which has been a tremendous help for me. And between you can see the cycle of just consistently investing in yourself and your skill sets and to better the business. From there, I was able to really understand that I am no different than these people. And any entrepreneur, comes to this realization, and it's just a matter of like who executes on the information that you have and who does it quickly. That's what it comes down to. It's speed, right? So that's kind of how I got started with this, and then we got in the rhythm, and that's how we got our processes going with this company. And now, 3 years later, we've worked with over 70 home service companies, some like tint shops, fitness trainers as well, but that's been the majority of our client base, the best results that we've gotten. And yeah, I'm really excited to see what we're able to continue doing with the automations and CRM that we're building out, with our own custom site that's completely custom built to the type of ads that we run, to get people into the profile, and really seeing how this all pans out. My objective moving forward is to work with more businesses one-on-one being more closely involved in their business, being more hands-on, rather than take the route of like, hey, I'm going to coach, sell a course, and just get a group call going. I did kind of a hybrid of that for a while just to test it out. But as you know, you guys are busy, and any, local business owner only has so much bandwidth with where they're at in terms of scaling. You guys don't have a full-time videographer. You guys don't have a full-time marketing team to be able to take it off of your plate. You probably still are on the ground, potentially running your operations, worrying about this, sales, going to estimates. There's only so much you could take onto your plate, even if you're the smartest person in the room. The smartest person in the room would just have somebody else, handle it for him. So that's why we're being more hands-on. That's where my focus is. So between the CRM software that we sell to help at a cheaper, cost, like $300 a month, to help local businesses, that may not be able to afford ads right now or aren't in the position. And then we have our higher end stuff where I'm more involved in their ad process, helping them get them filmed or at least planned, and then helping them launch it properly and managing the data and getting them into our systems, into our site, and then further down the line, getting into partnership opportunities. So that's the route that I'm headed, to work more one-on-one with people, and I'm really excited as to where it's going to go. Learned a lot over the years, so hopefully this more personal update for you guys as to what we've been up to for the last 3 years. This YouTube will definitely be posted on more consistently, as I do like doing videos like these to keep you guys updated. But we've made tremendous progress so far, and I appreciate every one of you for watching this and being a part of this journey.